2, 3, let's go!
Hello everybody, welcome to another video on the channel. Today we are here with our not once but twice viewed guy in this channel. Twice time today. Today we are here with the Cooking with Jack show. Again, after the disaster that we had on the dessert on the other day, I've decided to maybe give him another try. Now, I've decided to do this because I've seen him cooking desserts on the channel, yes, but I also heard that he tries to do much other a plethora of other foods besides desserts. And listen, the reason why we're never here to watch a video like this because the cooking is good, right? Last videos on the channel that we have watched cooking, they are never good. So I'm here with wet brine versus dry brine with Jack Scalfani, and I cannot prepare you to what it's gonna be presented to us because I've seen but a photo of what is gonna come out of at least the wet brine, and I'm already currently sheeting my fucking pants. But let's do this.
I'm not following a recipe. I just pulled
Okay, so he's not gonna follow a recipe.
out a bunch of ingredients that I want to put in my buttermilk.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
doing this literally just out of the top of my head there. Not following
Okay.
anybody.
Okay, sir, that's enough.
Okay. I don't need, it's a pretty thick buttermilk.
I mean, it's
I
buttermilk,
think
it should
I'm
be
gonna
thick.
need 2 of these. I think we just need 1 of these. So we're going to season
Oh my
this
goodness.
buttermilk. So I got a whole container of...
I hope you plan on dumping in there cups upon cups of the seasonings you have right here on the side. Because, listen, I don't know if you heard, but there's 0 flavor right now on the buttermilk. And it's basically just like thicker cream. So I hope you're planning on dumping a shit ton of things in there to get any flavor in the chicken.
buttermilk.
Okay, buttermilk.
Alright, and I'll get you the recipe down below.
So you're not following a recipe, you're making your own recipe. Okay, sir. Let's see.
Alright, we're gonna do pepper. And you can go heavy because it's gonna be a brine, so it's not going to be
Okay.
sticks to the bird, whatever doesn't.
Okay, I have one question right away. He said that he's gonna leave the recipe in the description. How much pepper did you just put? Like, was it a gram, half a gram, maybe, free dumping motions into the freaking milk? Perhaps you should maybe sing a song, and then when you get to a certain part of the lyrics, you just, like, stop and, like, that should be enough. That is also... What? I don't know if pepper... it's gonna do much with that amount of milk, so God knows what.
Alright, so there's the pepper.
The pepper, okay. Gonna put some salt.
Here's the salt.
Okay,
There we go.
okay.
Here's the oregano.
Oregano.
Put some herbs in here too.
Okay, question mark. What else? What are you gonna put there?
Oh, that smells good already. I'm hungry. And I just had my 10 a.m. shake. It's the morning time right now that I'm filming.
Okay, what is that?
Basil.
Okay, what flavor combination are you going for? Oregano and basil? Oregano, basil. So are you gonna make it like with an Italian touch? I don't quite get what flavor profile you're going for. I'm sorry, sir. But listen, educate me. Okay, that's it, right?
Okay. Now this is a seasoning we picked up at
What is
Sam's
that?
Club, and it is a cilantro lime seasoning.
Cilantro
Go to
lime.
Sam's and look for it.
So let me get this straight. So you're planning on putting cilantro lime after you put oregano and parsley? Was that what he said? I don't remember. I think it's parsley. But like, that's alright. I don't think this is gonna go with the profile. Like I could see this working if you were to make, chicken breast cut nicely and thinly on the frying pan, like with a little bit of olive oil. Like I can see that working, like the lime here working with, a little bit of garlic. Like it would be great. But in buttermilk with oregano, parsley, pepper, salt, I think the buttermilk is just gonna completely overpower this, because again, buttermilk is very fatty, so I think the fat of the buttermilk is just gonna cut the lime flavor on this completely. Also, you're gonna put this in the oven, so I'm already concerned when it comes to that part. Like a wet brine in the oven with buttermilk. I don't think it's gonna cook well, but let's see.
But I'm thinking we need this. Not sure why. So we will put some.
Guy just said he's not sure why you need the seasoning. Listen, if you're not sure why you need to put specific seasoning, don't fucking put it in. Simple. If you don't know why you're putting it in, just don't put it in. Like that. It's as simple as that.
Cilantro lime seasoning in here.
Cilantro as well, so it's not just lime. That's not gonna get through the milk at all.
Okay, and this is exactly what it looks like. Red pepper flakes.
Red pepper
Gotta
flakes.
have some heat. Love the heat. So we'll put that in here.
You better dump that all in.
Okay.
Sir, you're not gonna... Okay, so a little fast class over here. If you eat peppers have an oil in them that it's what makes them spicy, especially in the seeds. So when it's red pepper flakes like this, it's very spicy. Now, the problem is, if you know when you eat spicy food and when it's too hot for you, what do? You drink milk or anything with lactose in it, because it cuts the oil and it just spreads it around and you kind of digest it faster and it stops burning faster. Now, he just added barely any of it to buttermilk, which is very rich in lactose. So what is he expecting? Like, you're not gonna taste the flakes. You're not gonna taste. He says we gotta add some heat, buddy. The heat is not gonna be there. That thing is not gonna have any heat whatsoever. No pepper flakes will actually save this, because just emptied a whole gallon into there.
I got my chicken out.
Okay,
of the
so
wrapper. It's room temperature.
So I cut it a little bit here because he has it already. I don't want to show you guys him mixing it because he looks bad. I'm sorry, it already looks bad. And he keeps saying that he's still in all. Again, to remind you all, whilst he's doing the broth, the brine here, the chicken has been sitting on the counter to get in room temperature. Which, if you don't know, that's a hell of a way to get bacteria into meat. Continuing.
Sure. Now it's time to.
You're just gonna dump it in there?
Get in there. I'm gonna fill the bowl up with this buttermilk.
You're gonna fill it up? Like that? You're not gonna rub the chicken a little bit? You're not gonna rub the chicken on it a little bit? You're making a mess?
Chicken's all covered.
Okay, I wanted to stop right here just for you guys to know. If you could actually notice, most of the herbs are in the pot where he mixed it, and barely any are even on the chicken. Like, it's mostly buttermilk. There's literally basically nothing of seasoning in there. I don't know what you're expecting from this, Jack. Please explain it to us.
You're gonna flip this chicken halfway through your brining, so it's marinated all night long.
All night long? You left that buttermilk in the fridge uncovered, because that doesn't look like it had any cover in it, because I can see the crust on top of the chicken. That chicken, oh my god. So, okay, so you let the chicken get into room temperature to then put it in buttermilk, which I assume you also left to be in room temperature, to then just mix it all up, put it in the fridge with no cover in it, because if you look at the chicken, it's crying for his life. I can see the dry spots of chicken skin that's been sitting in there for 12 hours, in buttermilk for 12 hours. Oh my goodness. This, I think this is a new low for him. Like, this is like cultivating salmonella in basically it's just teaching you how to make your own homemade salmonella. If this was golden brown, you wouldn't need to be specifying to me that there's a little bit of golden brown everywhere. I would have been seeing the golden brown. The only golden brown I see right now, which was the beginning of it, is slightly on the thigh and slightly on the wing, which this is just the indication that it's starting. And I'm gonna say this again so you can hear it again. Starting to cook, which means you barely even give it time to cook. And I don't even know what the hell are those red little things there on the corner, like.
Let it rest. Some of the buttermilk kind of burned around the perimeter. Doesn't really
Kinda.
matter. It's all gonna wash right off. But this chicken looks gorgeous.
No, it doesn't.
So let's give it a minute. We'll try it out. Okay, guys, let me recap really quick. So this video basically is it was in buttermilk all night, overnight. It was resting in buttermilk and herb seasonings and red pepper flakes and a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna take the same ingredients. On the next video, we're gonna do a dry rub, okay? So this is a wet rub. Let me just cut off a piece and I'll...
Okay, it's gonna cut for pieces, try it. Jack, you are struggling. Do not. Let me see that. Let me see that.
We're gonna try it out.
Ah! No! 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 Jack! I can see the blood on the bone. Jack, do not eat that. Oh my goodness, he's actually gonna eat it. This man is a... Is he a god? Is he some type of chaotic being from the freaking lands of God knows where? This has gotta be some type of cursed shit, like...
See if it took.
If it took...
Then we're gonna compare the flavor.
You know what's gonna took? You're deaf?
Dry rub. And I'm using dry rub of the powdered buttermilk, and we're gonna dry rub it, okay? Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh, he's eating it. He's eating it. Oh god! Look at it! You gotta have taste buds, buddy. You gotta have taste buds. It's hot pink. It's freaking hot pink. Jack, you're eating raw chicken. Spit that out. Sir. Oh my goodness. He's eating it like it's the best thing in the world. Sir. Did you swallow it? He swallowed it.
It's interesting. There's kind of a creaminess to it.
A creaminess to him. A creaminess to it? Buddy, that's a salmonella you just fucking ingested. What the oh my god. Jack. Oh, you already had a heart attack. Oh god. You gotta end up in the hospital again for food poisoning, if not just something else.
I don't know how to explain. Kind of a sweetness from the buttermilk. It's inside the chicken, so it did penetrate. You did well. I can taste the herbs. It almost tastes like
bullshit. It tastes like bullshit. Listen, I'm not standing on this one anymore because it's just trying to justify something that I know it's clear bullshit. Basically, what it's gonna say is that it's good, it's fantastic, and it's very good. Didn't you see? Like, just like he did with the cheese dessert. Oh my goodness. I can't even. Okay, so now we're here with the second part of the brine. Now he's gonna do a dry brine, and I just hope, I'm hoping, please, Jack, for your own good, for my good, for the viewers' good, for my viewers' good, for your viewers' good, please, Jack, tell me that at least you're gonna respect the health, the health statements here. Please have mercy on my soul. I cannot see you eat another raw chicken like that. I'm begging you.
There we go. It's about half of it. Wipe right off a...
Okay, so he's back with it. Basically I cut again because, listen, we don't need to be seeing him getting a little bit too sensual with his brining. So basically what he did was he just sprinkled it on top, he rubbed it in a little bit. And I have one single question. Jack, how long has that been sitting in the fridge? That chicken is getting yellow. That was not how long did that sit in the fridge? He's not gonna trick me this time. That has been sitting in the fridge for more than one night, for sure.
A good point. I was gonna put it in the oven like this. I'm such a goofball.
You gonna what?
I've never done a dry brine before.
You never did a what? Sir, you're telling me in the whole decade of cooking, you have not done a dry brine once? Listen, I haven't brought much of these videos to the channel yet because, you know, I've just been focusing a bit on gaming, but I think I'm gonna go do more reaction stuff. And every time I watch a video of him, I get remembered why I don't do it that much, because I get disgusted, because I can see the goo coming out of the chicken. What the fuck?
And I'm guessing a dry brine is kind of like letting it sit in its seasonings, like a dry rub.
No.
Okay? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yes,
if I'm
you
wrong.
are.
Somebody tell me. But we got to get rid of some of the excess. So we're going to. It's still a little cold and clumpy.
Oh,
We're
don't
going to
touch
get
it.
the chunks off. It's been rubbed in.
Okay, I can tell.
Got all the seasoning.
Oh,
So what we
God.
want to do is get the excess off, because it's had time to really sit in there. So I'm going to rub it with my hand real quick, and then we're going to shake off the excess.
God have mercy.
And then we'll put it over here. It'll be clean, ready to go. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like now. All the excess has been taken off.
Lord have mercy on my
and
soul.
we're ready to put it in the oven. You're figuring your normal oven at 350, it'd be between 50 and an hour, 50 minutes to an hour. All you do is measure the thigh meat, just put your little thermometer in there.
You have a meat excuse me, I got baffled. He has a meat thermometer. Did you use it on that other chicken, bro? Did you use it? Because, like, that other chicken looked very raw. You cannot convince me you have a meat thermometer and you used it on the other one. Excuse me. Are you gonna use it here, though? Like, if you use it here, you're kind of a little bit forgiven, but, like, let's see.
If it's around, it has to be at least 165.
Okay.
Some people like it up as high as 185, but just thermometer your meat. I like to take chicken breast meat up to 170.
So you're telling me that you do thermometer your meat. Listen, stop bullshitting me.
That's a great level for me. So we're gonna put this in the oven right now. We'll break it out when the breast meat reaches 170.
Okay.
Oh! Relaxing, and we're in our recliners.
Yeah.
The timer goes off on Google.
Yeah.
It says up. Your timer is up. So like 5 minutes later, I'm like, hey, didn't our timer just go off? We need to go check the chicken.
Listen, in my opinion, I think that might have just saved you a trip to the hospital. But listen here, I can see. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I will highlight it in the video. I'll put a little roundy thing on it. There is goo dripping from the chicken. Sir, I've cooked chicken before, and I've put chicken on the oven before, and I've stayed looking at it, and never in my life I've had an end product. Because listen, while you're cooking the chicken, some juices come out, some drips to the tray. That is pretty normal. It's chicken, it has fat in it. But to see the goo after where it needs a quote unquote finished product, sir, I gotta call the police on your ass, because something ain't right. And that looks raw.
We probably went about a minute longer than we wanted to, because we were on the
blessing.
convection oven, which makes it cook faster. Now that you've heard my sob story,
are you sure it makes it cook faster? Like, do you know how a oven operates? You know, there's not specifically a way to make things cook faster. You have to give them the proper time to cook, Jack. You can't just say, oh, it's gonna cook faster if I do it this way, and then expect it to be done perfectly.
you can see it's a little crispy. I'm good with this. I can eat this.
I'm surprised how we managed to yet burn some parts of the chicken, but also it also looks raw as all shit.
You just got a few dark spots, but
a few dark spots, he says.
It's nice.
It's not nice.
Plus, we had it in the fridge for more than a day. So
oh my god! I knew it! I knew it! I knew this shit was in the fridge for more than a day. it had to. So this is not only contaminated as all shit for being in room temperature while you were rubbing the brine into it, but now you're telling me you left this in the fridge like this, open to the fridge environment for more than a day. Listen, normal chicken should stay in a fridge for 24 hours. That's the advised amount of time. 24 hours maximum. So if you want to make chicken, you should only buy the chicken the day you want to make it because of the bacteria. And you're telling me you left this probably and almost certainly freaking uncovered in the fridge for more than a day, and everything in that fridge is contaminated right now, bro. Like, everything in that fridge it needs to go to the trash now.
And I dried out the chicken too. So we're gonna.
Sir, you don't dry out a chicken like that. You want to dry out the chicken, put it in a oven, cook it. That will dry it out nicely. Don't leave it sitting in the freaking fridge for more than a day.
Let this rest for about 10 minutes. You always let your meat rest. That's a rule I'll keep repeating.
God,
because it's so important. Guaranteed.
No, it's
juicy
not.
meat. Are you ready? I'm just gonna dig in, grab a piece, and try it out. I don't know what it's gonna taste like. I'm gonna go back here.
Like death and sorrow and sadness and my desperate thoughts.
Bite. There we go. Beautiful. The meat is perfectly cooked. The skin, it's crispy. So if you leave it in the refrigerator in the dry brine, leave it for a day or so.
Jack, if you keep advising people to leave the things in the fridge for more than a day, especially chicken, I am going to report your fucking channel for freaking advertising food poisoning. I swear.
The longer you leave it, it's kind of like dry aging your chicken.
No, it's not. It's raw. Listen, it's a dead animal. It's a carcass. It's just rotting in your fridge. And he eats it. He eats it like it's nothing.
Okay.
I saw it. Look at his eyes. God, people, you look at his eyes and tell me that this man loved the chicken he just ingested. He looks like he's gonna throw the fuck up.
I had in my head I was gonna come in here and go, oh, it's good, and this is a little bit better than the wet one. Guys, listen to me. Stop what you're doing. A dry brine is 100 times better.
Said the man that never did a brine in his fucking life, as he said in the video. Oh god. Okay guys, and that was it for the video, because I can honestly not take any longer of this man completely destroying that chicken. Like, I swear, some people just don't have what it takes in their brain matter to understand basic safety. So this was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be bringing more Jack's How Funny to the channel for sure, because sadly I just discovered he has way more concerning things than this. So see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day, and goodbye.